Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. And Ireland are once again the Six Nations champions, beating Scotland 17 points to 13. What a game it was! A proper game of rugby, a traditional arm wrestle, really. And Ireland, well, they responded. They got the victory they needed. But I'll tell you what a performance that was from Scotland. Would have been very worthy winners had they managed to do enough. Left it a bit late to try and mount a bit of a comeback. But my word, did they not absorb pressure throughout that game and gave a really good account of themselves. It's been a really good Six Nations, actually. It's not been as one-sided as we initially would have thought. I mean, the final table will look, and you look at that points table, for example, Ireland will go up to, I think, about 20 points. So, you know, they could win by about 3 points, I think, is the minimum amount of lead they'll have. But it wasn't easy for them. And I think it shows you exactly how close teams are at the moment. You know, obviously Ireland, you know, will win the Six Nations and definitely have been the best team in the tournament. But they were undone by England, for example. And I'll tell you what, Scotland came really close today. Before we break the game down, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. It was a good start from Scotland, and they got the first points via the boot of Finn Russell in the 7th minute. Before Dan Sheehan went over for a very unfortunate try from Scotland perspective. They threw the ball over the top of the line out and just changed the hands to Dan Sheehan, who went over. And it was annoying because Scotland had just defended a 5-meter line from Ireland. So, you know, they just had a really good moment and then gifted them a try and gifted them 7 points. You go back and they don't make that mistake, they actually win the game. So a huge mistake, but Finn Russell adding an extra 3 in the 17th minute, which made half time, just 1 point separating the two sides. I thought it was important for Scotland to start well in the second half because I felt they had the momentum. I'll tell you what, they didn't have any momentum in that second half at all. Jack Crowley getting things going, which is sort of a sign of how difficult Scotland were to break down, given the fact that they had to go take the 3 points there. And Scotland defense was absolutely relentless. You look at the number of tackles they made, well over 200, for example. And eventually it was a breach. Ashman went off in the 63rd minute from the resultant tap and go penalty. Andrew Porter eventually went through 2 disallowed tries from Ireland. Really good work from the Scottish defense. Jack Crowley adding his extras. They were there. Harry Byrne getting a yellow card. A fantastic late try from Hugh Jones. Finn Russell adding the extras. But as mentioned, a little too late, little too late. And yeah, final time, 17 points to 13. Just busy like checking to see. Peter O'Mahony was very emotional during the game. I'm busy watching the post-match interview now, and has not confirmed his retirement, but has said that basically it's on his mind, he's thinking about it. But let's look at some of the stats. Territory-wise, 58% for Ireland, 42% for Scotland. Possession, exactly the same, 58-42 split there. Scrums are pretty even, actually. I mean, Scotland got hammered in the one scrum, but apart from that, it was pretty set. And if you look at the lineouts, for example, 75% for Scotland, 87% from Ireland, so a couple of issues with both lineouts. If we look at the attack, for example, post-contact meters, 282, 224 for Scotland. Ball carries almost twice as many from Ireland. Turnovers lost 14 from Scotland, 21 from Ireland. Penalties, Scotland were under a lot of pressure, conceding 13. Ireland conceding just 4, so it didn't give much there. But 239 tackles being made by Scotland. This is what Ireland do to you. They force you to make over 200 tackles if you are to compete with them. And they missed 20, but yeah, I mean, a tackle completion of 92% is very impressive. And quite a big kicking game from both the teams over there. If we look at the individual stats, the player of the match was Jamison Gibson-Park, but it was absolutely brilliant. In terms of carries, Bundy Aki, Robbie Henshaw, Dan Sheehan topping that chart. 998 there. Tackles completed. Andy Christie, by the way, making 27 tackles. Scott Cummings, 25. Xander Ferguson, 22. Jack Dempsey, 20. You know, so that's 4 players making 20 plus tackles. Stafford McDowell, 17. Pierce Kuhlman, 17. George Turner, 16. Roy Dodge, 14. And then an Irish player in Ty Byrne with 13. I mean, even Finn Russell, the flower, making 11 tackles. So a very busy afternoon from a defense point of view. Or if you're an Irish player. In terms of meters carried, James Blair had carried 89, Blake King on 81. Defenders beaten, Calvin Nash beating 6, Hugh Jones 4, 2 of them in his try. What a try it was as well. Yeah, let me know what you thought. Ireland are Six Nations champions. They also win the Triple Crown with that victory, and that was what they were playing for, as well as the Six Nations. Obviously, as Scotland had on the line. But let me know what you think of this Irish side, as well as of the game down in the comments below. Please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.